today, presenting the W7900 and the W7800. Brand spanking new workstation cards from Team Red. Now before we even begin to make sense of these beasts, here is a quick table. But does this tell us the entire story? Not quite. The devil, as always, is in the details, my friend. थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया क्या? Energy नहीं है ना bro. On paper, these cards are amazing. Good single point precision FP32, great pricing, and oodles of VRAM. 48 GB and 32 GB respectively. Point to be noted, my lord, it's actually ECC memory. Built on the RDNA 3 architecture, these are a refresh of the W6000 series of cards. Now, before we actually talk about the GPUs themselves, a quick note on Pro GPUs. Pro. These are expensive and then some. They have loads of ECC VRAM and typically come with certified drivers, lower power draw, and an overall greater reliability, which makes them compelling for workstation use cases, on which any kind of downtime becomes critical. So yeah, don't ask why this is expensive. Now back to the video. So to analyze performances, we did some tests and a whole lot of benchmark hunting. We even gave these cards away to some of our customers who can really push this to its limits. So we will be broadly looking at performance on video editing and GPU rendering. So here goes nothing. Now let's bring on them graphs. What's a GPU review without graphs, eh? ये लो graphs तुम्हारे screen पे. Now for Davinci Resolve and Adobe Premiere Pro, these softwares are not heavily dependent on GPU acceleration. That's not to say that GPUs don't make a difference. Team Red's offering outperforms competition in certain types of workloads, namely H.264 and HEVC, while staying competitive in raw codecs like Red and BRAW. On the video editing front, the W7900 and the W7800 actually worth considering looking at the benchmarks. Actually, consider कर लो, मर्जी तुम्हारी है, खरीदना है तो तुम्हारी मर्जी है. Now starting off with Redshift, we only see a decent showing from Team Red, but Redshift only recently added support for AMD GPUs. The 7000 series does show gen over gen improvements, but it's just to say that it is not there yet. Now moving on to Blender, even with the gen over gen improvements, there is a lot of ground to cover for Team Red. That being said, both Blender and Redshift do not fully support AMD HIP-RT. HIP-RT क्या है पूछ रहे हो? Software library AMD ने लिखा हुआ है, open source type है, ray tracing में काम आता है. So further driver updates and software updates can only make the performance go in one direction. One direction. Is that the one with Zain Ahmed? Oh, that's my son. As we wrap up this video, it's evident that AMD's latest professional graphic cards indeed demonstrate a significant step up from the previous Gen 6000 series and actually give a run for the money in certain work. For ages, AMD has been lagging behind on the workstation level of graphic cards, but it seems like it's going to change and change for the better. And as we always say, competition actually helps you and me, the customer. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such insightful reviews. That's it from us at TheMVP Insight. You know where to go if you want to buy an amazing PC.